All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we have a Houston Rocket hot take video. I might just do these every single Thursday. I put it on the community tab if you are wondering how to get your hot take into these videos. But guys, if you enjoy it, hit the like button, hit that sub button. I post NBA and Rockets content every single day. Now, let's get right into it. We have the first hot take from Henry Matthews. KJ Martin should start over Tate. Damn, this actually got 3 likes. We'll see what happens with both of these two guys. Here's the thing. Here's the bottom line. Jae'Sean Tate's pretty old, right? So I think Jae'Sean Tate still gives the Houston Rockets a better opportunity to get the wins rather than KJ Martin. Now, I think KJ Martin has much higher potential than Jae'Sean Tate. With Jae'Sean, he might just be that kind of career or season 13 point per game, 5 rebounds, 3 assists type player, which is super good. With KJ Martin, I could definitely see KJ Martin at one point in his career, just like how he did in the final 8 games of the season last year. I could definitely see KJ Martin putting up 18 points, 7 to 8 rebounds, a handful of assists, maybe a steal and a half, maybe even a block on like 40% three-point shooting. Obviously, KJ isn't quite there right now, but for a small sample size, that's what KJ dropped in the last 8 games when he started last season. He dropped 19 points, 8 rebounds, 3.5 assists on 44.5% shooting from deep. So I do think KJ Martin will eventually start over Tate if both of those guys are a part of the Rockets' long-term plan. But as far as this season, I don't think KJ Martin will be starting. I could be completely wrong. He's looked pretty good in the Summer League, but right out of the gate, my best guess is that Jae'Sean Tate starts. I've actually seen a handful of lineups that go like John Wall, KPJ, Jalen Green, Jae'Sean Tate, then Christian Wood. So I've seen a lot of different lineups, and I think it's usually going to be Jae'Sean Tate. This next one is actually perfect. Wow, my man Jay Kara said we should trade Tate after this season. This actually might not be. I could go either way with this. This might be a horrible idea, or it might be a fantastic idea. I was just talking about Jae'Sean Tate. If you guys watch my videos, you know I have this fantasy where Jae'Sean Tate all of a sudden turns into this crazy decent shooter like Julius Randle did, and all of a sudden Jae'Sean Tate is like going 18, 6, and 5 and is making his threes. But as of right now, he's not doing that. With Jae'Sean Tate, he's going to get paid. He is 25 right now. When his contract's up, he'll be 27 years old. Next season, he makes 1.7. This year, he makes 1.5. Jae'Sean Tate's going to get a raise. And they actually have rights to him in 2014. Or sorry, 2014. In 2013, bro. In 2023, 2024, they actually have him as a restricted free agent. So they can give him a qualifying offer of about $2.2 million. So, honestly, we should have 2 years left of Jae'Sean Tate. It might be one worst case scenario, but I could look into trading away Jae'Sean Tate. I think we really just need to see how he plays this season, because I think if he puts up statistics like he did last year, I personally would rather keep him unless we can figure something out, because to me, Jae'Sean Tate is that versatile player who eventually will be coming off the Rockets bench. I have him usually like 2-3 years, he'll be coming off the Rockets bench. Hopefully they have a more secure all-star type player at that 3 spot. So that's my hope with Jae'Sean. And if Jae'Sean Tate's not going to be starting, I would gladly pay him bench money to just be that reliable player off the bench. If one of the starters gets hurt, doesn't even really matter the position, especially if it's 2 through 4. Jae'Sean can just come in and fill his role until he's healthy. So whoever got hurt. I'm not too big on trading away Jae'Sean Tate quite yet, but there were definitely a couple trades this past offseason that I was thinking, like for example, Cam Reddish for Jae'Sean Tate. I'd do that right now. All right. This next one, I'm going to slip this one in real quick. I don't think Bill Sammy's watching this, but he said, which team would you consider trading Laurie to? I still think the Spurs are a good destination for him, but I guess they have no interest. Laurie Markkinen might actually just end up a Chicago Bull. This next one's from JDC. This is probably going to be the most liked hot take. 6 likes on this. Kyrie Thomas isn't a part of the Rockets' future. Now, some of my guys, if you're in my Discord, the link's in the bio if you want to join our Rockets or NBA and Rockets Discord. But some of you guys know I predicted Alfred Sengun going like 6 of 5 the other night because I had anticipated Kyrie Thomas for some reason was going to just completely go off. It was more of like a joke, but I totally agree, Gio. I was very impressed with Kyrie Thomas last season. I was very shocked they offered him a contract. I don't think he has too much longer on the Rockets, if we're being quite honest. I think this year, if he's even with us this year for the whole year, I think this might be the last year of Kyrie Thomas. So, looked okay in the last summer league game. It's not even necessarily so much summer league. It's just we have all these guards, and if we're being quite honest, I think Josh Christopher is going to be just an improved Kyrie Thomas, even just right out of the gate. I'd rather have Josh Christopher be playing than Kyrie Thomas. So, yeah, I agree. Kyrie Thomas, unfortunately, I don't think he's part of this Rockets future. All right. Jalen Green said Sengun will be an MVP someday. That's tricky, man, because centers typically don't really get love in that category. If I were a betting man, I would say no, but hopefully one day, man. I think 2 games through the summer league's a little too hard for me to make just a genuine analyst on that. But hopefully, but statistically, most likely not. Same thing, Jalen Green, Christopher and Green will be a top duo in the league. I agree. At least they'll be one of the most fun and exciting young duos in the league. Next up, we got Osvaldo Torres. Sengun is the best big in the draft. I still think it's Evan Mobley. I don't think I'll change my mind on Evan Mobley, especially after watching Evan Mobley yesterday. He looked a lot better. Statistically, it's not really going to be too crazy. I don't think Sengun comes into the NBA and averages, obviously, 15 and 15 or 21 and 8. Coming off the bench mainly is the reason I have him not dropping these numbers. I don't think he'll be given enough opportunities off the bench to be dropping just crazy statistics. So I do think it'll be Evan Mobley. He'll be getting starts. He looks really comfortable taking the 3 ball. I know Sengun made a 3 2 nights ago too, but Evan Mobley looks just as comfortable, if not more comfortable, taking those 3s right now. He's extremely athletic. I just view Evan Mobley as such a dynamic athlete that, I'm glad the Rockets drafted Jalen Green. I don't think that they'll regret it, but I do view Evan Mobley as just one of the more intriguing young players in the entire NBA, and I can't wait to see how his career. Same thing goes with Sengun. I have a little tough love on Sengun just because I don't want to get my hopes up from this summer league performance, but I definitely think he's showing us that, hey, this is going to be a very capable center in the NBA, and it's probably going to be sooner than a lot of people had anticipated. So I think Sengun, probably the second best big in the draft as of right now, if you're asking me. Actually, if we're talking statistically, he probably is at this current moment just because of the summer league. Thurman, we're not talking Knicks. They'll make the NBA Finals. There's no way. Jake Guerra. Rockets will make the playoffs next year. I made a whole video about this. If you guys want to go check it out, I won't really dig too deep into this one. I could definitely see it happening, though, if they just stay healthy. I think it honestly is a little bit more likely if they actually do stay healthy. I think you've got a total great point right here. All right, Paulo Delgado. Josh Christopher has more potential to be a better player than Jalen Suggs if he gets the opportunity. Tough one. I disagree. It's tough with all these hot takes. These are just, good hot takes. The reason I'm going to give you a disagree here is just I don't think enough people watch Jalen Suggs. I'm not trying to call you out specifically right now, Paulo, but I do think that when it comes to Jalen Suggs, I don't think anyone really knows what they're talking about. Like, I just genuinely think that nobody watches Jalen Suggs play basketball. I don't think people watched him play in college. For some reason, I don't know what it was. Maybe that he almost went undefeated, that he's coming from a top college. I don't know what it is, but for some reason, Jalen Suggs, people just view this guy as a total bust. Jalen Suggs' first Jalen Suggs' first Summer League game went fantastic. I feel like he played a very good game yesterday. I just think Jalen Suggs is, like, honestly ready to come into the NBA right now and put up, like, almost a triple-double every single night. Like, I actually think Jalen Suggs next season, I think he might average, like, 14, 15 points, 7, 8 rebounds, 7, 8 assists next season. So Jalen Suggs is ready to come into the NBA right now, and if you had the better opportunity, I just don't think if Josh Christopher came into the starting lineup right now for the Rockets, he would be able to put up, maybe he'd be able to put up numbers like Jalen Suggs some games, but as efficiently, Jalen can knock down the open three. Jalen's a really good defender at like Josh Christopher, but probably better. Jalen just is a full-on court general. He controls games, and to me, Josh Christopher, different position, different skill sets. I don't see it. But I do think, with that being said, I'm not trying to go at Josh Christopher. I do think he can be a very good basketball player in the league soon. I can't believe we actually got a decent amount of hot takes here. Richard Linder Jr., the Daniel Tice signing didn't make sense. I agree. Every team needs big men. I guess he kind of fills that big men role. It seemed like there just weren't too many capable or suitable big men in this year's free agency that the Rockets had their eyes on. It seems like that kind of was an issue with a lot of teams in free agency this year, that they didn't really get the big man that they were probably anticipating. Peak says Poole, Jordan Poole, KPJ. No. Kyrie Thomas isn't going to play next year. I think he'll play. Usman Garuba will be Defensive Player of the Year in 3 to 4 years. Wouldn't that be something? That'd be cool, man. That would be really cool. I wouldn't be actually shocked, to be completely honest with you. All right, these next three are from Daniel J. He said Christian Wood's overrated. Landon Ford, Christian Wood's going to be traded soon. The Basketball Kid said Christian Wood will be gone in 2 to 3 years. Kind of funny. All three of those comments kind of almost go hand in hand. I don't think Christian Wood's overrated. I do think Christian Wood was playing very good when James Harden was still on the roster, so I don't think it had anything to do with statistics last year. I do view Christian Wood as not overrated. I do think he will be traded soon. And the reason for that is definitely going to be due to the emergence of either Usman Garuba and or Alfred Şengün. I think the Rockets will use that Christian Wood as dangling trade bait, because you got to think, we got a couple of years. We're not done with Christian Wood yet, right? We got 2 years left with Christian, so that's plenty of time to develop our big man, maybe even get another big man in the meantime. I just don't see Christian Wood. I don't think it works out in 2 years. I just don't think that if he's up for an extension and the Rockets have all of these players that they're going to have to pay one day, like Kevin Porter Jr., Jalen Green, Şengün, I don't know if they'll take that risk on Christian Wood unless he's like made a significant jump. But another thing is, yeah, Christian Wood might want max right now, but he might not be a max player. I mean, Lauri Markkanen wanted max last year. He's probably only going to make like $12 to $15 million a year if he gets picked up by a team. But yeah, once again, to go to and on Basketball Kid, Christian Wood will be gone in a couple of years. I'd have to agree, but that's just my opinion. So that's it for today, guys. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button, hit that sub button. My Patreon should be, I got a Patreon if you want to support the channel, but I've got all my links still in the bio. My Houston Rocket Daily, my Twitch, my Twitter, my Instagram, all that good stuff. So hit that like button, hit that sub button. Let's try and get 100 likes on this video. If you're still watching right now, I love you. Peace.